Hello children, good afternoon. And in the previous class, we have studied about different excretory organs present in the human body and about the kidneys and the structural and functional units of kidneys, which are called as nephrons. And we have studied about the structure of nephron, different parts of the nephron, and what is the function of different functions of the nephron, and how urine is formed. So, and the urine which is formed in the nephrons is sent through ureter into the urinary bladder. In the urinary bladder, urine is temporarily stored and it is passes through urethra and eliminated from the body. So, that is the normal function of the kidneys. And suppose in certain conditions, kidneys do not function properly. Why? So due to various reasons, maybe infections, injuries, high blood pressure, poor blood flow into the kidneys. So the kidneys do not function properly. And in such conditions, what happens and what should be done? That is the question. So complete irreversible failure of kidney. Complete irreversible failure of kidney is called end stage of renal disease. End stage of renal disease. So, what are the symptoms? What happens? That means the person's limbs, that is hands and feet, they show swelling and he'll feel tired and he'll become weak. Tiredness and weakness can be seen, and swelling in hands and feet can be seen. And his body is filled with extra amount of water and waste because they are not eliminated from the body. So body is filled with extra water and nitrogenous waste materials. Such a condition is said to be uremia. So in such a condition, what does he require? He needs clean blood. So how the clean blood can be obtained? So the waste materials are to be removed. How the waste materials are removed? Because the kidney is not functioning. Then in such conditions, artificial kidney or hemodialysis can be done. So what is hemodialysis? So hemodialysis is a machine where so many tubes are present which are made up of semi-permeable membrane. The tubes are made up of semi-permeable membrane, mostly cellulose. And first, the blood of the person, that means whose kidney is not functioning properly and who is in the condition of uremia, that is end stage of renal disease. The blood of such person is taken through his artery and it is sent into the machine which is called as a dialyzing machine. So in the dialyzing machine, so many tubes are present which are made up of semi-permeable membrane, and these tubes are immersed in a solution which is called as a dialyzing solution. So when the blood is collected, to this blood anticoagulant which is called as heparin. So in the previous chapter, that is in transportation circulatory system, we have seen that in the blood there is an organic substance which is called as heparin, which prevents clotting of the blood in the circulatory system. So to prevent clotting of the blood, heparin is added, and this blood is sent into the dialyzing machine and the blood passes through the tubes. So I have already told you the tubes are immersed in dialyzing fluid. So by means of the process diffusion, the extra material, waste material, nitrogenous waste material will diffuse into the dialyzing fluid, and this dialyzing fluid is collected here. That means used dialyzing solution is collected this side, and now this blood which is free of nitrogenous waste materials is collected on the other side of the machine, and it is transfused into the body of the person through his vein. So this is how the artificial kidney, the process is called hemodialysis, will be done. And now again the person who is the person's blood is free of waste materials, and that process after that, what is the difference between natural kidney and artificial kidney? That means in the natural kidney, what happens, you have seen the renal tubule, there are two tubules, proximal convoluted tube and distal convoluted tube. In the proximal convoluted tube, what happens, in the peritubular network, the blood absorbs important substances, and in distal convoluted tube, the blood releases waste materials into the renal tubule. But in hemodialysis, what happens? Reabsorption of important substances will not take place. Only removal of waste materials will take place. So that is the main difference between natural kidney and artificial kidney. And each dialysis session, that means the whole process, requires 3 to 6 hours. And how frequently the person should be dialyzed, that means it depends upon the function of the kidney. Maybe once in a month, twice in a month, once in a week, depending upon the function of kidney. So that is how the artificial kidney works in place of natural kidney and removes nitrogenous waste materials, but reabsorption of important substances will not take place by this process, that is hemodialysis. So that is the main difference between artificial kidney and natural kidney. And you have heard about organ donation. That means so many people are in requirement of various organs, and kidney is one such organ. Kidney transplantation can be done when a person's kidney totally fails to function. That is, kidney transplantation can be done. For first time it was done in the year 1954 by Dr. Charles Hinsel. So he was the first person to transplant the kidneys, and now the process is continuing, and so many people are getting back to normal condition due to kidney transplantation. So that is how organ donation helps a lot and makes people to survive for more years and lead a healthy life. So this is about artificial kidney, that is hemodialysis. Hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, please let me know.